Hi, this is Congressman Garamendi with our weekly update on what Congress is doing to you. That's the Library of Congress behind me, and that's where all the records are kept down through the history of this country. This week, there are going to be some interesting additions to that record. Over in the Senate, just over there, we have a very nefarious operation underway. In secret, the U.S. Senate is writing the repeal of the Affordable Care Act, and they're going to pop that onto the floor of the Senate. They're going to send it back to the House. All of this could happen in the next 2 weeks. So my message is, America, be aware. Congress is about to really stick it to you with the repeal of the Affordable Care Act. Whatever comes out of the Senate is still going to have 23 million Americans losing their health care. And it's almost certain to have that senior tax. So if you're 50 years of age up to 65 before you can get into Medicare, you're going to get whacked with a huge increase in your premiums. We call that the senior tax. There are many, many things that are of great concern. All of the benefits that are in the Affordable Care Act are likely to get seriously eroded or maybe even eliminated. So be aware, all of this is taking place not below the radar screen, but in absolute secret. Now, just yesterday, the Republican Senate tried to prohibit anybody from taking pictures, no media, no television, no cameras from any media in the Capitol. Can you believe that? Trying to shut down as though this was some sort of censorship by some autocratic dictator somewhere. Fortunately, the press, the Fourth Estate, rebelled, and okay, the Senate Republicans backed off. Over on our side of the House, the Congress, really quiet, really quiet. They're kind of hunkered down, waiting for the Senate to send over the repeal bill, and then slam bang, they're going to send it out, and then it'll be over on Donald Trump's desk. I know you've been watching the Senate hearings and the House hearings about all the corruption, all the scandals that are going on. That's going to work its way out. But one thing all of us should know is that this is a very political place. Democrats, Republicans, back and forth. We have to get this entire investigation out of this political environment. We've got to get it over into an independent body that can take a very thorough look at how we need to protect our democracy. The issue of criminal activity, the issue of influencing the elections, and the role of the president trying to squelch the investigation, all of that's going to be handled by Mr. Mueller, assuming he can keep his job. Because there's talk around town that the president's going to fire him. I doubt that that's going to happen. So be aware, watch carefully, and pay very careful attention to the ongoing effort to repeal the Affordable Care Act. I'll talk to you next week.